up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? Today, I've got a really cool Explore for You place. This place actually Brandon gave me a heads up about, so I'm excited to check it out. And you know what? I think it's going to be a really cool one. The place I'm talking about is this massive place here behind me. I think this place is going to be full of surprises, so we need to get inside and see what's going on. But before we do, I just want to remind you all, if you could please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers as my next goal. I need every one of you to hit that button if you haven't. All right, let's go see what's going on inside this place. All right, guys, we'll start this one out front of the house. I'll give you guys a little walk around, and then we'll go inside and see what's going on. As you can see, this place has been sitting for quite some time. The roof is in rough shape. They tried to save it at one point. The east trough is coming down. The windows are broken over there. It's boarded. This beautiful home has definitely seen better days. But wow, what a place this would have been, hey? Let's take a closer look and see what we got here. I mean, it's a very classic looking farmhouse. If I had to date this thing from out here, I would say it's probably going to be a 1930s type farmhouse, early 1900s. That's very cool looking. I really like this porch they have out here. That's what I like here. Very nice. It's quite large. It's got a nice overhang. Let's just take a closer look. Oh yeah. Very cool. You got a little window going into the house there. And you've got these old school farm windows. I love these ones. I love these farmhouse windows. Oh, they got a trap door here. It's bolted. Oh, it's bolted this way. It's an entrance to the basement. Yeah, that's cool. I wonder if we can go down here now. All right, let's go see what we got. Ooh, yeah, she's dingy down here. A little wet. So they've got water treatment. They got a furnace that's been pretty much gutted for everything of value. You got your oil tank. And you got the corner of the basement. There's really not a whole lot to see down here, but it's open, so I'll show you guys. That's a very old door with some very old hardware. I'm starting to believe this place is from the 30s now. Okay, we'll close this so no animals get trapped. Cobweb off of me. All right. And you can see people have vandalized, caused some damage, which sucks. It's inevitable though. It's a big property. Got a cornfield surrounding it. Now this would be enough for 50 homes. So they had a little garden here beside the deck. It's a very nice deck at the back of the house. Not huge, but it's nice. There's a barn over here. Look at the size of that tree, too. That's a huge tree. My goodness. That tree has got to be like 15 feet around. It's at least 5 feet wide. It's huge. You got some mushrooms growing up there. All right, so there's a barn back here. Let's see what this is. And I'll show you the rest of the house and we'll go inside. Yeah, so there's a light on the barn here. Ugh. So in here we got a lot of chairs. We got a wicker table, that's cool. A really old beam vacuum, probably still works. Yeah, this thing's in rough shape. You got some graffiti here in chalk. All right, so what's in here? Look at that old plastic lawn chair, recliner. Oh, okay. This is cool. Those are some old barn planks there. I like those. Look at this. You got an old, looks like 97, 98 XJ. It's just a regular Cherokee. Actually, I think this might be a Grand Cherokee. Yeah, this is a 98 Grand Cherokee, and it looks like limited because it's got that gold trim. But this thing's been here for a long time. I mean, it's gutted. Everything's taken. You got your basic Chrysler ignition, which you could steal with a screwdriver back in the day. Yeah, this thing's seen some better days. What do we got under here? Oh, we just got dirt. But yeah, it's a Grand Cherokee sitting in here. Oh, there you go. Grand Cherokee Limited. My dad had this exact vehicle when he was at the dealership still. But yeah, this one, there's nothing left. They've taken everything out of it. That's pretty cool though. It's a really big barn. That is a chipmunk running around, don't worry. Look at all the wasp nests up there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess around here, you get attacked. Look at the size of that timber beam. Yeah, that's cool. Well, that's the barn. That's a really nice big bird feeder they left behind too. It's amazing if somebody maintains a place this well, even though it's in this shape. But like I was saying before, it's a really big property. As you can see, the house is all the way over there. We'll just work our way back over and we'll go inside after. What a lovely big property though. Would you guys prefer a big property where you have to maintain it like this, or would you prefer something much smaller and easier to maintain? Personally, this type of property, this is for me. Okay, so here's the house here again. So they built a garage on this place at some point. I don't think it's original. Didn't have cars when this place was built. But you can see some beautiful stonework on the side here. Probably the original part of the house. This is a very cool looking place. Oh yeah, very cool. I'll show you guys the front, and then we'll go in. That's a nice little entranceway there. It's pretty cool. All right, let's check this one out. All right, guys, we're going to start this one in the garage, and I think what we'll do is we'll just work our way through the house and see what we come across that way. And as you could see, this is a decent sized garage. It's big enough for one car, one truck, one van. It's got some cool barn wood on the side here, and a very cool old school window. What I kind of like about this garage here is this wood paneling on the ceiling here. That's a nice feature, even though it's just a garage. I think that's pretty cool. It's a nice French door too. But if you ask me, I'm willing to bet that this garage was probably an add-on to the house, just because originally this looks like it could have been a storm door to enter the house, which would have been exposed to the elements at one point in time. All right, let's work our way up. So they got some storage here on the side, nothing too crazy. Got a cabinet there. Got some light switches, which don't work. Not surprising. Okay, so we'll go inside, see what we got here. So I got some linoleum flooring that looks a little more modern than we've seen in other houses. Probably would peg this for the turn of the 80s into the 90s. It's a big kitchen. It's a really big kitchen, actually. Before we go in there, though, we'll just show you this room here. So this is I guess this would have been the laundry room to the house. As you can see, you have some storage here. Nothing too crazy. You got a similar wood panel feature on the ceiling here that matches what we saw out there in the garage, which is kind of cool. We got a baseboard heater there and a window, so there would have been no dryer or washer in here from what I can see. But they got some storage. So I guess that was like a mud room, maybe not a laundry room. And here we go, this is the actual kitchen. It's a decent sized kitchen. It's fairly large. As you can see, it's got some dated countertops. Those are probably 70s, maybe 80s countertops. And you can see the cabinets and the handles. That stuff is definitely older, probably 70s or 60s. Again, a beautiful window in front of the sink. I say it every time I see one, but absolutely love houses where the kitchen sink is by a nice window. And that's some pretty cool woodwork above the window. It's basic, but it looks nice. We have a light here too? Oh, they do. What the heck? The lights are on here. That's kind of weird. So you got a washing machine, which looks pretty old. It's brown. Yeah, I'm sure all of these cabinets will be empty, but we'll check some of them. Yeah, they're empty. And at some point, somebody painted them to match the rest of the room. Doesn't look terrible. I mean, everything's very basic, but it's very tidy and clean mostly. So back in the day, it would have been cool, especially this cabinet here. I like that. Very neat. Very big, beautiful window in the kitchen here. It's letting a nice breeze in on this warm day. And if you look around, actually, I just noticed that looks like they have, it's some kind of a wainscoting, but it's like a panel wainscoting that looks like tile. And of course, they got a nice chair rail running around the wall to tie the room together. Now, as we go over here, we got some nice pine floors. Those are pretty cool. I know guys like Tommy, John, maybe even Kevin, they would appreciate that. I do. I think even Jamie would like the pine floors. Obviously over here they had a wood stove at some point in time. It's obviously been removed from the house, but you've got this beautiful brick mantle and floor piece area here where it would have sat at one point in time. And again, if I look over here, that's another beautiful window in this place. Just another big original window. And yeah, it's been abandoned for a while. There's some serious decay. I have no idea how long this place has been abandoned. Right now, I'd probably tell you guys at least 6 or 7 years. But of course, if I find out, I will leave it in the description or the comments. So make sure you check if you're curious. And of course, that's another nice big window there. You can see some people have done some damage here. And interestingly, the exterior walls are wood. And somebody removed some of the floor here. I'm not sure for what. Now, as you go into here, we've got this laminate hardwood, which doesn't look as legit. Okay, here's the laundry room area. So we got another one of these cool cabinets that's kind of built into the wall. That's just all full of cubbies. You've got your paper towel, but yeah, you've got your water set up here, and you've got your vent, and you've got your voltage to run a dryer and a washer, or at least a dryer. This is a very cool closet. It's a very tall closet. It runs the length of this wall here, which is, I'd say, about 10 feet high. It's a very big closet. Does this light work? Yes, it does. But yeah, this closet, it's very wide open. It's very cool, and you can see that it's very old, just from the woodwork and the condition of that wood. But it's very cool nonetheless. I like that a lot. That's a cool closet. And at the end of the hallway here, we have a bathroom. Everything's painted the same color as the kitchen. Have you guys noticed that? You got a mirror missing from the door there. And we got this laminate stuff on the floor again. It's a cozy little bathroom. So it looks like it's probably seen some renovation over the years. I mean, the tile is probably 60, well, maybe not 60s, but Probably 70s or 80s. We got some bats down there. That faucet is definitely from the 80s. So they probably did tile this shower over in the 80s at some point. And I can tell you this the bathroom sink here, that's a much more modern sink and faucet set, even though you can see the remnants of that counter from this vanity here, very old. This is an old vanity that they retrofitted with a nice sink. That's a nice sconce on the wall. I like that. That's very nice. What's very cool is you got this original farmhouse window here, but it's got that frosting. I don't think I've ever seen a farmhouse window frosted like that before, well, at least halfway. So that's pretty neat. And I know people are going to ask, so let's see. Oh yeah, there's some brown bombing in there in the corner. So he's been here. Okay, let's go this way. Ooh, I like that. That's a nice fireplace. Very, very cool. Okay. This house is huge. So this must have been like the family room or the living room of the house. This room has definitely seen some better days. As you can see, the ceiling is starting to come down. A lot of decay. You have a lot of plaster and bits all over the floor. But what's kind of wild, and I noticed this as I'm looking up there, they wallpapered the ceiling at some point in time. There's your wallpaper. You've even got bits of it over here. Yeah, this room would have been cool at one point in time. Those are some big windows there. Wow. Those windows are about 8 feet tall. And other than the separation in the middle, I believe the glass will go all the way from top to bottom there. So that's pretty neat. And as we look over here, realizing that, well, they wallpapered over wallpaper and then painted over that. Just like they plastered over wallpaper here. Very interesting, some of the choices people make. That's a more modern door, so we won't make a big deal about that. But yeah, this is a fairly large room. It's a fairly nice room. It's got the original venting for the heating system, which easily looks like that could be 1930s. I'm starting to think this house could be an early 1900s farmhouse. What do you guys think? Well, that's a huge vent on the floor too, probably from a modernization attempt. But yeah, I really like this. This is a nice fireplace. That stone is really beautiful. You can see it's had some smoke damage over the years, but it's a legit real fireplace. That's pretty cool. And it's got a beautiful mantle running along the top. Very nice. I mean, work like this you just don't see very often anymore. Fireplaces are becoming a relic of the past. And ones like this are just, you know, they're special. Okay, let's keep going this way. Over here we got a spare room, it looks like. Got some serious decay up there. And we got a little tiny closet here. Looks like it could have been a boys' room at one point in time. Look at the decay on the walls there. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? And again, a massive window. I mean, it's not super tall, but it's super wide and super deep. And they've got a nice chair rail going along the room too, but no wainscoting. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and I just noticed the electricity is exterior in here. I wonder if electricity was added to this home after the fact. Yeah, some serious decay up there. Okay, so what is this room? Okay, this looks like a bedroom or possibly another family room type space. It's pretty cool. I like that little window there. That's obviously a newer window. Let's see if I can tell you guys when it's from. Doesn't have a date, but it's a newer window, and that's a nice porch that we were out on earlier. And if you go this way, that's a really nice big window. Give this room lots of light, especially at the end of the day when the sun is setting, because this is a west-facing window. And I like how they have this little thing here to hide the curtain rod. Somebody punched a hole in the wall, which is lame. We'll check out that room from the other side properly. I like this. It's very simple, but it's a built-in shelving unit with doors. I like that. You can see how old it is from the shelf lining and the paneling that they've handled the back with. But that's cool. Original to the home. Another way to maximize space. And over here, we got another light on. So this is, oh, what this is. Oh, okay. It's an access to the attic. That's interesting. We'll look at that last. I'm not going to go up there though. And over here, we got the front door of the house. It's a nice lobby way, or foyer, I should say. I keep saying lobby. Sorry, Kevin. But yeah, it's very cool old barn floors, barnwood type flooring that they've painted over. And that's a nice big solid door with windows on each side. Cool little old school light up there on the ceiling. And over here, I don't know what this room would have been. That's a bit more of a modern light. Maybe this would have been like a, you know, a room where you got undressed, or not undressed, but maybe just left shoes and stuff. Maybe it was like another type of laundry room. They got pegboard on the wall, which is cool though. And over here, got another pretty decent sized room. It's the yellow room. Look at that carpet, blue and yellow, eh? It's got pretty big windows in this room. These ones have been modernized, I believe. Well, at least these two up front have been. You can see they've been reframed in. The side one actually does look original. But yeah, this might have been another bedroom, I think. This will probably tell us the story we need to know. Yep, it's a closet. So yeah, I would say this is another bedroom. Probably the master. But that's interesting. Someone framed in a little door here. Or maybe this was supposed to be like a closet. Let's pop up into the attic real quick and see if I can see anything. The floor is really wet here, so. Oh yeah, so I mean, there's not a whole lot to see up there. There is a doorway to go above, but you know what? The roof looks pretty rough in that room, so I don't think it's worth taking the chance. All right, well, I think that is going to wrap it up for this one, guys. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this explore. It was a bit of a short one, but you know, I thought this was a pretty cool place with some cool character, and that's a really cool fireplace. If you guys agree with me, please make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button there. Check out last week's video there. Check out the random video up there. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.